to my end. Yeah, got it.
All right, we're good.
Okay, cool. All right. So we are recording now. All right. Welcome to the very first episode of Classic Conversations. I am your host, Izzy, and today I have a very beautiful couple with me for the very first episode. This is Laya and Nick. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
We're well, enjoying a nice day off on a Wednesday here. Something that comes here and there, you know?
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start this interview by asking you, how are you guys coping with the pandemic? I know it's been tough on all of us. So how are you guys coping with it?
Actually, to me, it was hard at first because like during the pandemic, I was staying over here and then things started to get bad. It started as a temporary situation and then I ended up staying here. Year later, I'm still here, but it was a rough transition, especially getting to the getting used to the new environment compared to how it is in New York. Like, you know how New York is. And
Yeah,
then like
yeah,
moving here where it's just quiet and um no, it's just quiet. So it was a huge transition, really, and I'm still getting used to it. I'm not. I mean, I am. It is like I said, it is a process, but I'm getting used to it day by day.
right. Nick, for you, how's it been for you?
It's definitely been a huge learning experience, to say the least. Everything changing in just a short span of time, it can be quite stressful, but I guess at the end of the day, it comes out to how you learn to adapt and overcome from it. We've had big changes, like Leia mentioned. Although it's still always a learning process, we make the best out of it either way.
That is true.
Also, the big thing to learn is to be prepared for anything in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the what if.
Yeah, exactly.
Those what if situations.
Okay, so keeping with that theme real quick, how has it, if anything, what has this pandemic taught you?
Hmm. To always try something new. And to just embrace change, like learn to embrace change more because this came out of nowhere. So it just put a halt on everything. Like it was like Nick mentioned before, it was like just to be prepared. We had no time to really prepare. Like the world just suddenly went in total chaos. And it honestly, like the whole thing, it wasn't like it's been calming, but I feel like this whole pandemic it affected us more on an emotional and mental level because we didn't know what was going to happen next. We didn't know if we were going to make it out of this. We didn't know anything. We was just stuck. So what we did was just took it one day at a time, and we tried new things and we redecorated. We learned more about each other. We just consistently kept communicating and supporting each other as much as possible, because it wasn't a time for frustration. It was time to come together and support each other emotionally. And that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Nick?
Not for nothing, actually, going on that. I think through the pandemic, you learn to realize the true sides of certain people. Not so much in art, no, kind of, but in some cases, a lot of relationships were clearly tested during COVID too.
Mhm.
Some learn to prevail, some others. Some people may became stronger like us, or some people may have lost friendships along the way.
Mhm.
This whole last year was a clusterfuck when it came to anything. COVID was only a small smidge of it.
Yeah.
The rest that just made it more of a headache.
That's why I said that it affected everybody emotionally, because
It wasn't
I-
just one thing.
yeah, I don't want to get into like politics, but it's just
Whatever you
it's
want.
just
It was the perfect storm of just bull.
yeah, exactly. Soon as there was a whole thing with the vaccine, friendships were just like, I've seen 20, 30 years of friendship just broken through in the comment section of
Absolutely.
like, yeah, like, oh, you're not getting vaccinated. Oh, you're vaccinated. Oh, this, oh, that. I'm like, why does it matter what anybody does with their health? Why? See, stuff like that should not be publicized. But with everything going on, it's,
Well,
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's just crazy, this whole thing.
It is.
You see who people really are. Oh man. No, it's okay. So on a lighter note,
Please.
let's go back. On a lighter note, let's go back a little bit.
Sorry.
Let's go back a little bit. No, it's cool. It's cool. This is fun.
I think a lot of times when you touch on anything from the
On a
pandemic,
light-
it always could go down a dark path quick.
Mhm. Yeah, it does. But you know what?
Right.
This needs to be talked about.
It does. Certainly
Sunshine
does.
and rainbows.
Right. Like everyone gives me the side eye when I say that. Like, oh, like, yeah, we shouldn't talk about this. Why? We like, instead of being a keyboard warrior, just talk about it face to face.
Exactly.
It's good to sit down and hear it from different point of views. But you got the keyboard warriors who's like, oh, if you're not vaccinated, you're not my friend, and you're putting people at risk, and then the whole ordeal.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Right?
For that.
Yeah, but on a much lighter note,
Yeah.
let's go back a little bit. What was your childhood like?
You go first, because it's gonna be long.
I mean, my childhood was pretty straightforward. I mean, right now I'm still in the same household where I grew up in. It wasn't bad, can't I mean, I want to say for the most part, the family was able to provide and I was able to do whatever. The only odd thing was basically being the black sheep of the family, my interests certainly might have conflicted with other family members, but that's okay because it's better to be different anyway.
That is true.
But for the most part, not all too bad,
Nice.
What was my childhood like? What do you want to know specifically? Because I can't just yeah.
Anything that you want to get into, but if you have any like happy moments, we can reflect on those if you want. Hey, we don't have to do any sad things, because just
Oh no. There was this fair share of like happy and sad and stuff like that, but my childhood was a life lesson. It was fun, my mom, she raised, it was myself and my older brother and sister. I'm the youngest of three. We grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Whoop, whoop. It was I feel like it was a simpler time. it was just good. I mean, my mom, like God rest her soul, she provided for us, she looked out for us. Although, she was just doing it on her own. I mean, she had support, but you know, she was just doing it all on her own. She definitely, she did a great job doing it. I mean, one thing I love is that she taught us the value of being independent, because like going back to, I guess, like a couple of questions ago about preparing for the what if situations, she definitely implemented that it's best to just have, not just focus on plan A, make sure to have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, those just in case moments, because you just never know. Like I always mention to everyone that, in life, we're always going to want more. That's just who we are. We're just not going to just want to do one thing. We're going to want to do more and try it all, which is great, because, that teaches us not to limit ourselves from doing what we want to do. So, I mean, I could say, I know I'm getting off topic, but that's what I was taught. And I'm proud of that. Hello?
That's good. That's good. Okay. So like keeping with, I don't, let's go to the next question. My next question is, if you can give yourselves your younger selves one piece of advice, what would that be?
I'm trying to figure out how to put this in words because I'm thinking of this in my head. Definitely know who your true friends are, and who are just there to piggyback. Like for the most part, growing up in the neighborhood, I want to say we around here had a well versed group of friends, right? Like, but as time goes on, people change, which that's fine. But then, some people change for the worse and for the better, more worse for the better. So, it's always good to just kind of look out to who's really there for you versus who's like just there for the time being, because I've hung around with some weird people that maybe seem like they were friends, but then in reality they might have talked behind your back or were just straight assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
that's would be the big thing, like just know who's there for you.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, like one thing I would definitely tell myself that is not to be, my younger self, is to not be so gullible, because when you're gullible, then you listen to the wrong people, and then you get into situations that you shouldn't be getting into.
That ties well.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay, great. Let's see here. Okay, so when you everybody's tough. So when you guys are having a tough day, what do you usually do to like calm yourself down and to calm yourself down?
Should I go first?
Yeah,
Okay.
I answered first the last
Oh,
time.
okay.
Not that it really matters, but
I like having alone time to just regroup, and I do talk with myself about, I like self-reflecting with myself about like how my day went, and cry if I need to, just to let it out, depending on how the day went or whatever. And um then just be like, okay, instead of dwelling on how today went, how can we make it a better tomorrow? And I just give myself some words of encouragement. And then, I when I'm done reflecting, then I talk with Nick and I tell him, hey, this is how my day went. This is how I'm feeling. And, this is what I'm going through. Sorry if I didn't tell you right away, but this is what's happening. So, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alone time is definitely crucial. Like sometimes you just want to be alone. As for me, in general, when having a lot of bad days, besides for just being alone and talk to yourself, a good scapegoat has always been for me music and video games, especially music. I could go on an example out 2 years ago where I was just having a terrible day at work. Like it was one of those classic, nothing went right at all. And it was just a bad, terrible day. And ironically, like afterwards, I knew I was going to a concert that day. And fortunately after that, being pissed off all day and having a metal show, it was just a perfect scapegoat, Music, on top of just being alone with yourself, music has also been a really good scapegoat just to let loose.
Hell yeah.
Okay, perfect segue. We're in my next question. Like, what are you guys listening to right now?
Oh, listening to?
Yeah, what are you guys listening to right now?
Let me just pull up Spotify
He's putting up
and make sure I get the accurate information. One of the big bands for us has been this prog death band called Between the Buried and Me.
Yes.
We actually were fortunate to kind of see our first concert back with them at the Chance Theater. So they've been on our radar a lot.
Yes.
Um,
And also hi-fi beats.
yeah, that's been a good one too.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not really a huge metal fan. Like I'll listen to like more of alternative and rock and everything. But
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I listen to Metallica. I listen to like Slayer or Iron Maiden or Judas Priest. But yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, no. But other than that, I'm really not a huge metal fan. Let's see. Okay.
For the
Let's
record,
see.
there's
Oh,
nothing wrong with
this is a
that
fun.
too.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's
Oh
just
no.
us,
To be honest, like I like a variety of music. Like yes, I do listen to progressive metal. I call it spiritual metal because it's just something, it's okay. If you take like aggressive metal and jazz together and then, with like some soothing, like easy listening, it has like an easy listening, but like aggressive sound. So it's like you get the best of both worlds.
It's kind of weird with that because like you can go from like brutal like death metal growls and then like 2 seconds later you're listening to like some calm acoustic part. It's just, and then somehow it just bounces back and forth from each other like the whole song, and then 13 minutes go by and you're still in the same song.
Oh wow.
But then I do like Lizzo and Little Nas X, and then my old school hip hop and everything that I grew up listening to, and then I love my grunge and my pop punk like Green Day. So
Yeah. Okay, so this next one is kind of a funny question. If like I said,
you didn't even see the question. Sorry. Okay.
This is purely optional, and yeah. Okay, so do you have any hidden talents, and if so, would you like to display them?
What is my hidden talent?
Huh. I mean,
We're on the spot here.
Oh no. Hidden talents.
See, I don't know what it would be for you. I mean, the first thing that came to mind would be like, I guess, hair. Technically,
yeah, it's hair.
Technically, can kind of show that on example right here.
Like I do
hair. Oh, exactly.
My hair. Then it's tarot, with the tarot cards.
Right.
Hmm.
I love, by the way, like I've grown to love it because I've got it done so many times. So like every time that I have the opportunity to do it, I
Mhm.
just do it.
Oh, you do it on your own?
No. I'm saying whenever I'm around you or the rest of the family, like I just get it done. And like it's just giving me a whole new outlook on life,
Same. Like before I met you guys, I wasn't doing it because I was just, I don't know. It's like everything that, like with the whole concept of reading, it's like you're getting a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth voice of something that is bothering you or something that's been lingering for years that you just need like another voice saying, hey, how can I go about this situation? It's like you're getting extra guidance. Hello.
I did see the internet connection unstable there a moment, so
Oh, okay.
might have to take a moment.
Yeah, no, and it's like so many like, and each deck has a different, like you can ask the same. It's really cool.
Oh, can you repeat that? You went out.
No, I said like you ask the same questions with different decks and you'll get a different outcome. So that's really
Exactly.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of them, of course, have the similar, types of
cool.
cards, but then
Um,
they all have different meanings
Mm-hmm.
in a way too.
That is true.
all right. So what are three things that you're grateful for?
Hmm. What are three things we're grateful for? Definitely life in general. That's a big one. If it wasn't for life, we wouldn't be here.
That's
Um,
true.
Definitely grateful for family and friends. That's very general. They get you by in life,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, excuse me.
definitely, I know going back, but probably music too, because that gets you through life a lot.
Music is very therapeutic.
Just something about it that just touches you when you just zone out and listen.
Yes.
What about you?
Oh my gosh. This is
This,
all right. Three.
you can
Hey,
hammer it down.
well, you can list as many as you like. You know.
Hmm. Well, the obvious one, I'm thankful to be able to wake up to see another day. I'm thankful for a roof over my head. I'm thankful to be able to eat, be able to sleep comfortably, to have like people in my circle who are very supportive, loving, caring, and who is always rooting for me. I'm thankful for, my talents. Also being able to support you guys and root for you guys as much as I can, because I want to see all you guys succeed. I definitely want to see you all happy. I want to see a smile on your face, like, because we all deserve that. We do. So, I mean,
Everyone deserves to be happy.
mhm. I'm grateful. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just grateful for well, that's my last one. I'm grateful for all of you guys and everything that you are succeeding, and that you guys are comfortable, comfortable and getting out of your comfort zone, especially you.
Yeah,
Like
that's good.
I don't want to put you on blast, but
Gone goofed up now.
but our first conversation about you wanting to do this, you wasn't sure about it and everything like that, and then look at how far you came.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because like I'm a really private person, but then I thought about like the conversation that we had, and it was like, if you can help somebody else out with your experience, if they're going through a similar experience, then it's I guess I should do this. And then yeah, lo and behold, here we are.
Exactly. So I told you, listen,
um
just be yourself. Don't sugarcoat anything. Don't try to alter anything, because a lot of people do that, especially for YouTube and everything. But no, just be yourself. This is something you are doing because you desire to do it and you wanted to do it. It wasn't. It was hard at first, but like now you're open, and now you have released so many episodes of the Classic Chronicles. Um, yeah, I'm really enjoying all of them.
Oh no,
And
I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah. And okay, so I'm gonna end this interview with a thing that I like to call on the hot seat. I'm gonna
uh-oh.
ask you five either or questions, and you just answer. Okay. So first, bath or shower?
Bath. Well, no, both. No, bath, transition into a shower.
That happens a lot, but personally, it would probably be shower for me over bath.
Um, summer or winter?
Winter.
I'm gonna go ahead and say summer, because I'd rather be more hot than cold.
Okay. Cat or dog?
Ooh, that's debatable.
Yeah.
that one,
Ooh.
I'll only say dog, because I've for the most part had dogs in the household all growing up. But that is a very fine line between both of those.
I can't choose. I'm sorry.
You, did you
Yeah.
answer?
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, did you answer?
I said I can't choose.
Can't you?
I love them all.
Okay. Marvel or DC?
Marvel. Wait, hold on. DC because of Batman. Okay.
I've had more.
Well, see, I don't know, because this is bittersweet.
Marvel always, I feel like my thing with DC is I feel like there's always great concept with movies, but then the execution is just always beyond, like a little lower, where Marvel just is always there.
Okay. And finally, let's see. Uh, damn. I'm gonna think. Oh, screw it. I'll go with this. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Hands down.
If we could consider that our medicine, that would just be medicine for us. We at least have a cup a day.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so before we wrap this up, is there anything that you guys want to plug? This is your time to promote yourselves, or whatever you guys want to plug. Whatever you guys want to. What do you got going on? Anything you want to say to anybody? Plug anything.
Might as well advertise.
My
Oh, okay. So we're in the process of starting a candle, like hand making candles.
Right.
But We're also trying to get some merch out as well. Go ahead.
We do have the Instagram for that, which was where is it? Which is on Cold Onyx Springs, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring up the page so I can just display it on here.
But that's the big thing right now. Right now, it's kind of more of we're still making product in, I guess, perfecting the craft so much. But that's the big thing.
I don't know if you can see. No,
That's not.
it's not
right.
happening.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
really bad.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just send me it and put a link in the video when I post it.
okay.
Sounds good. That's about it.
Yeah, no. So thank you guys for this. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to do this. And this has been the very first episode of Classic Conversations. There will be more. Thank you so much, Laya and Nick, for doing this.
No problem.
Truly appreciate
My pleasure.
you guys. Yeah, I guess we will wrap this one up. See you guys.
See you.
Till next time.